Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design, and today I'm up in the studio. Now, I spent almost all afternoon yesterday, and basically it's, around 1:30, 2 o'clock now. I spent like 5 hours today working on the new stove, and I learned a lot, so let me share that with you. Okay, when I finished yesterday, I had one on the bench that worked very well with isopropyl alcohol, 70%. But today I went back out like so many other things and built a few more, and I noticed that some would work okay, work pretty good. Some of them didn't work very good at all. It was all over the place. And I also found out that they were extremely sensitive to any kind of air movement. And I tried using one before I warmed the factory up, and it didn't perform very well at all. Very sensitive to cold, to cold. So, bottom line was, I didn't feel that was, although people are pretty understanding about these stoves, I didn't feel that that was anything that I wanted to attach the name Mini Bull Design to. It wasn't just not a good performer. And I'm sure some people wouldn't be happy with it. So, I was about ready to scrap the whole idea. So I went right back to ground zero and started over again. Built like 10 different models. And they all worked fantastic with heat. It worked really great. But none of them, I wasn't really happy with any of them with isopropyl. So what I did was, as a compromise, I built one that would work with isopropyl with 15-20% heat mixed with it. Just if you bought a 16-ounce bottle of isopropyl rubbing alcohol and dumped off, put into something else or on the ground, whatever, about 2 or 3 ounces of the isopropyl, and you had a quarter of a cup, half a cup of heat to dump into it, mixed it up, then burned just fine in the stove. That's not my ideal setup. My ideal setup would be to have one that would just burn right straight on 70% isopropyl in cold weather and in the wind and everything. I couldn't do that, so I've got them in the store, and I've explained that you're going to need some heat in with your fuel to kick it up so it's acceptable. Now, right on the bench with no wind in a warm room with 65-degree water, 2 cups, using heat, I could get a good rolling boil in 6.5 minutes. If you mixed it 85% isopropyl and 15% heat, then the boil time went to 8.5 minutes, which still isn't bad, under 9 minutes. Not bad at all. And no soot. So I think that's a good compromise. If you're out on the trail and you were getting low on heat, you only had maybe a quarter of a cup or 3 ounces, 3-4 ounces left. If you could find some rubbing alcohol and then mix what you had left for heat with it, that would give you enough alcohol, for another week. And sometimes heat isn't easy to come by. A lot easier to come by than these little butane canisters, but quite often, not quite often, but now and then you'll get in a place where you can't find heat at all. So rubbing alcohol, you can get that in a hardware store, or you can get it in a pharmacy, or Walmart, general store, grocery store. Boy, any place that sells anything usually sells rubbing alcohol. At my grocery store, it's in the aisle with the shampoo and stuff. Boy, it's even the convenience stores sell it. So it's a pretty good source, and if you have a little bit of heat to go with it, it works real well for that. So that's my compromise right there. And that's basically all I've done today. And I finally got where I had everything figured out and built 5 of them, and they're in the store for $10. So we'll see how those go and see, what people think of it. I would recommend that if you're going to use this stove out on the trail, where you're going to depend on it to cook a meal, that you experiment around with the mix at home. So if you do get in a crunch situation where you have to mix it, you won't be first time out. You'll know what you're doing. And it's a fun thing to do. You may come up with a mix that's less or more than I did, and you know, what's acceptable for me might not be acceptable for you. So it's a fun thing to do. So I'd buy a bottle of rubbing alcohol and a bottle of heat and goof around with it. It'd be a good stove just as a backup stove, or if you've got a good windscreen, you can get out of the wind, it'd be a good primary stove. Only weighs 21 grams, and it's pretty versatile. So, I'm Kenny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have some fun today, and try to have a really great day. Bye-bye. 96 years, yeah.